If a toddler, for instance, is having a tantrum about having to leave the sand pit after being there for quite some time, and their mother wants them to come in, and things need to be done, dinner needs to be served, and so on, and they've just let go, what's happening in terms of left and right brain?
Now, you say let go, you mean they're getting upset?
They're getting upset.
That's an Aussie term for getting upset?
Yeah, it's not a perfect situation for the mother.
Yeah, got it. So they flip their lid. So one thing to understand is that when the cortex, the upstairs brain, isn't working with the lower areas, the downstairs limbic area and brainstem, when they stop working together, we call that flipping your lid. So when you flipped your lid, you said let go. And now your behavior isn't coordinated, you're not very respectful to others, you may not be very insightful for yourself, your emotions are exploding like a volcano, you may even get rigid. So the bottom line is you've become either chaotic, out of control, unpredictable, or rigid, completely unmoving, totally predictable.
Yeah.
So what's interesting about this is chaos and rigidity are two banks along a river. It's the river of integration, which is harmony. And when you get out of integration, you either go to chaos or you go to rigidity. So what's really exciting about that is as a parent, you're given a very basic notion. You watch for chaos or rigidity, and when it arises in your family, you know that integration is being, let's say, compromised. So it isn't like there's something wrong. It's not like someone has a disease or something like that. It just means that there's a moment, an opportunity, an invitation for you as a parent to go, my child is letting go. They're flipping their lid. They're losing their mind. They're off the handle, whatever phrase you like to use. Integration is impaired. So the first thing you do is you connect before you try to redirect. Because if you try to redirect without connecting, the brain basically has two fundamental states. It can be either receptive or reactive. You want to help your reactive child, whether they're chaotic or rigid. This reactive state is a state of non-integration. You want to connect with them there. Wow, it's really upsetting to want to leave the sandbox when you're having so much fun. And you may even sit down at your child's level or get below your child's level and just say, something, I'd like to stay here all day too. And you just go, and your child looks at you like, what?
So reflect their behavior. You're
reflecting their behavior. You're connecting with them. You're saying, I understand how you feel. Now, once your child has what a patient of mine calls feeling felt, then they relax. They become receptive. And you go, I'd like to stay here all day. Maybe we could even dig a little hole and sleep here tonight. Maybe we could eat the sand for dinner. And your child goes, no, I'm hungry. No, I think we'll just, and you can play with it and have fun with it. And you go, yeah, I know we've got to have dinner, the sun is going down, we're going to get tired, you need to take a bath, it's going to be time for dinner. So something? We can come back tomorrow morning and play here, and I want to build the biggest sandcastle you've ever seen. Why don't we bring a bucket? No, let's bring 2 buckets. Yeah, let's bring 2 buckets, and then we're going to do it. So you connected, and now you leave the park. Okay. It's so sad when you see a parent grab a kid's arm and just yank them out. And, sometimes that's necessary if your child's running into a street and you don't want them to get run over. You have to do that.
Yeah.
But, there are lots of playful ways of creating a yes in parenting that actually creates structure and gets you where you want to be with just a little bit of thought and a couple of extra seconds rather than a no. That so many parents do, no. Yeah. And it creates this feeling inside that's very uncomfortable. So that's what we want to promote in this mind-side approach to parenting.
And I guess also with all of this, as I said before, the book centers on sort of family integration. So we need to be integrated in order to identify the chaos or anything that's happening as well.
Exactly. Yeah. We really do. And when you have that kind of presence of mind, it's a beautiful thing you see parents get it, because the whole idea of this approach, which began with parenting from the inside out with Mary Hartzell and then with my student, now colleague Tina Bryson, we've gone into whole brain child, no drama discipline, and then I wrote a book for adolescents called Brainstorm. Those 4 parenting books, they're really trying to empower parents